Hello everyone. Today our topic is juvenile justice system. So let's dissect this topic in complete depth. As we already have learned this in our previous lecture that a juvenile is basically a minor having age less than 17 or 18 years who have committed any crime. Whenever a crime takes place anywhere, the first thing which is done is to report the police. So whenever the minors commit crime, the first interaction would be with police. In this way the role of police starts. So police basically plays its role to handle the status offender, then it presents the status offender in front of the court. When court completes its role in these cases, then the juvenile would be again handed over to police, which will provide him education to eliminate his criminal behavior. Police teaches these criminals regarding criminal and non-criminal behavior. So in this way police plays an important role in reducing crimes and promoting peace in the society. Now let's discuss juvenile justice process. When a minor commits a crime, then police present him in front of court. From there the role of court begins. Juvenile court treats these criminals step by step. The first step is pre-trial. All those steps, which are taken against the juvenile before the trial of court starts, comes under pre-trial. Under this step the police is informed immediately after the occurrence of crime. Police holds basic investigations to find the guilt, and deciding about the nature of crime. After that the police arrest the juvenile. If juvenile is guilty, then the parents of the juvenile will be informed. If crime has little seriousness, then the juvenile will be sent to home. The next stage is trial. If the juvenile is proven guilty in pre-trial, then he will be considered under the second stage. That is trial. If the committed crime is of nature, then the juvenile will have to face trial procedure. The first step that comes under this stage is the child enforcement. An FIR will be lodged against the children who has committed the crime, in which the place and the time at which crime was committed will be recorded. After FIR, the role of prosecutor begins. The prosecutors helps judges in understanding the reasons behind crime. So the role of judge also comes under this stage. The judges investigate the witnesses of the incident, then they consult the opinion experts and reach the final verdict. After trial comes the next stage, which is sentencing. After the completion of trial, the judges announces the verdict. If offense committed by juvenile is proved, then juvenile is sentenced to maximum 3 years imprisonment. Otherwise he will set free the accused, and the imprisonment of juvenile is totally different from the imprisonment of major criminals. Usually the juvenile sent in imprisonment for their welfare. Now let's understand the actors of juvenile justice system one by one. The first is prosecutor. The role of prosecutor is an integral part of the system. Prosecutor helps judges to understand the reasons behind crime committed by juvenile. The prosecutor presents all facts witnessed before court. He conducts interviews with witness to find out the real reasons behind the crime. The prosecutor also cooperates in police investigations. Okay, now let's understand what is defense counsel. The counsel, whose purpose is to protect society from crimes, secure the society, and eradicate crimes from the society, is known as defense counsel. This counsel is often comprised of government and non-government entities. The parts of defense counsel are police, attorney, prosecutor, judiciary, guardian, probation officer, and so on. These all the entities jointly make the defense counsel, which plays an important role for the reduction of criminal activities from the society. Let's discuss juvenile judge. In Pakistan, civil and session judges have the power to deal with the juvenile cases. Whenever a minor will commit a crime, civil and session judges will deal with their cases. They hear the allegations from the prosecutor, and the defense will provide arguments that the accused is innocent. They will get the testimony of the witness and instruct the jury, and rule on admissibility of evidence, which means that they would decide that whether the evidences which are being presented can be included in trial or not. Okay, who is juvenile probation officer? A juvenile probation officer is an officer who is officially appointed by the government to supervise the juvenile case and ensure compliance with court order. Court announces that the juvenile is offender, but still he can be released in such cases. Government appoints a juvenile probation officer to supervise that child. This probation officer will stay in touch with the child and his family. His basic role is to do proper welfare of juvenile. How supervision of juvenile offender is conducted. Jailing the offender again if he commits the crime and meeting the family members of juvenile. This officer is often called the patrol officer. So he basically supervises the children to keep them away from crimes and to make them good citizens. So this was all about juvenile justice system. I hope you understood the concept. If you like the content, subscribe, like and share the video. Stay blessed.